I hope you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Ashe, Lulu, Wukong, Sion, Seraphine, Pantheon, Smolder. Oh my god, I know who's won this game. I know who's won this game. I can see it already. Oh my god, is it Broken Blade Vayne on 5? Really? Broken Blade Vayne. To be honest, I kind of fuck with Navi's comp. Chat, we're going to be casting a little bit here and there because there's no casta. So Sally's going to have to spit the beats, spit the bars. Minions have spawned. The rats are out. Now, we got Caps on the Annie. We got James and Mama playing the Smolder Seraphine bot lane. That's fucking disgusting after my experience as an AD carry. Sparky 1-2, you know me. On the climb, AD carry. Account's already fucked probably in MMR, but it's okay. It's okay, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. We'll make it work. Sam D using the same skin as Sparky was using in his last game makes sense. He was probably watching me play my lane phase. And, I mean, to be honest, if I had to choose... Wait, I need to get my Steam Deck set up. If I had to choose which comp to be on right meow, you know I'm choosing the fucking Navi comp. All in, bot, heal, use, Labrov getting chased down. Paris popped the heal to chase him too. Nitmus Coke flash away from James. And bot is already getting slightly cooked for the side of E2. Alright, we got the audience in the house. We got the audience in the house. It's a sold out stadium for G2 versus KC here. Sold out. G2 versus Navi here. And yeah, the Gamba was up. They're not showing the gold when they last hit here, so it might look a bit zoozy, but it's not. It's not. All good. Focus up. KC Koi is also gonna start soon. Yes. I have the KC versus Koi game on my second screen right now. All in on mid. Caps flashes to get the stun. Poby flashes away. Poby flashes away. Poby chasing down Caps a bit. Gets a little bit of damage down. No flashes on both mids. Both mids extremely low. Poby's not playing with TP. Caps is. Caps gonna take the reset. Could die to a flash Wukong gank. And both junglers have the flash up. But bot lane is where it's at. Achu, says Hansama, as he sneezes on Sam D. Gets the Q as well. Stacks on the right. 13 up. No heal. Hansama could go for the flash auto Q buffer. But he's a little bit too far away. What are the stakes here? The stakes are the winner of this series will play against the winner of KC versus Koi. And the winner of that will qualify to EWC. Now, if you get knocked out of this tournament, it's okay. You can still qualify to EWC by winning the LEC. So if you do that, you'll be fine. I'm looking at you, SK Gaming. But, if you lose this series, you're not out. You're not out. You will play against, likely, if you lose a series, you'll play in the lower bracket against Shifters, Galleons, Solari, or maybe Giant X. Giant X. Bit of trading back and forth in the middle lane. There's no casters for the open qualifier. There will be casters for the final best of fives of the open qualifier. So if you win this, just so you know, the EWC LEC qualifier is all this week. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we play the best of threes today. And tomorrow or Saturday, I don't know which one it is, but one of them is the best of 5 days. So it could be like G2KC or G2Koi or... I mean, Navi might win, you never know. But that'll be tomorrow or some shit. And I think that has castas, so that might be nice. Wait, I have the alert box on. Let me just mute that real quick. It was good while it lasted. I heard the letter L a lot, and now I don't want to hear it again. So alles gut für mich. Samdi in Paris getting some good trades onto the G2 bot line. Heals are up and ready if Sam D wants to walk forwards here for a trade. But it looks like he's not going for it. He's gonna have a look. If only there was a caster in the room that could cast this game. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Labrov's gonna take the base. Wukong pathing to bot. Both junglers are just trading their full clears. Chat, who won, JDG or VBG? Which one? Why did Sam D change his name? Because it would be quite weird if his name was Hans Sam D against Hans Sam A. It's kind of strange, but you never know. Maybe he had other reasons. Now, I've seen this story many a times. Is Sion going to press R and get Vayne's Flash? Is Sion going to be more useful in the Vayne later on? We will see, but I think I already know the answer to the question. I think I already know the answer to the question. There's a 7 CS lead. No, there's not. There's a Uno, Dos, Tres, minus 5 CS lead for the Vayne. Not that big of a deal. Dragon started up. Skewmond on the top side of the map. Hansama not happy about this. Dragon being taken for free by Navi. Is this legal? We're about to find out. Hansama flaps his wings. Looks over the wall. Rilesh just leash the Drake. Now look at the smites. Rilesh is down a smite advantage here. So very kind of Navi to walk up the dragon and leash it for G2, who will take it. And then they will leave. So Rilesh is kind of standing there, a bit confused that there's 10 players on this rift and not 5. And they will lose the dragon. Mainter could ult back top here and break the freeze. You might hear the Sion sound around now. And Broken Blade will run back top. So, G2 get the dragon. Sion could do something dangerous here. He doesn't decide to do it, but there was a chance that he could have done something quite crazy. He might be picking up what I'm putting down. Why is Sion playing with Eerie? Because it's into Vayne, and maybe he thinks if he presses E on the minion here, it does Eerie proc, and he has Scorch maybe, and it does damage. And that's how we can, like, Pantheon ult into mid. Poby has flash in 3, 2, 1. Poby flashes up now. Doesn't decide to use it. What a timing from G2. What a timing. 4 seconds on the Cassio flash. They pull that off. Paris flashes forwards, gets the slow onto James. James no flash, 2v2 kill bot for Hansam D. And Parus in the Smolder Seraphine 2v2. 2 gegen 2. My producers are in my ear. They're telling me that I should... Yeah. Okay, I'll think about it. Okay, bye. Yeah, they said that I should quit the game because I'm stupid as fuck. How did I not know that Sion is obviously going Airy because he has Bramble Vest, and Bramble Vest procs the Airy. There's the Smolder ult. And he's gonna get the barrier, or there was the Lulu shield outside of the, out of the Lulu. But it's okay, they're basing anyway, no barrier. Bit of damage from Broken Blade here. Got the lethal tempo procced up. You can see Broken Blade in solo queue. He has a 73% win rate on Vayne in solo queue. Probably playing versus Sparky 12 doing that, but now he's against Mainter. Let's have a look here. Poby has flash up. Cap's getting a little bit of mid push. Last game 4 hours ago. Yep, he's a slacker. We all know that. How dare he play 4 hours ago and not 10 minutes ago. Caps goes for the all-in, gets a T-Ba. Q, W, big damage. T-Ba's angry. Paris is here. Could shield his mid laner, but decided not to. Gets spaced, polymorphs, goes for the E, doesn't have the Q, already used it. James with the slow, doesn't land, and it's gonna be free grubs for Navi. All in top though, Hansama versus, Hansam D rather, versus Broken Blade. Broken Blade, lethal tempo stacked, Q, auto, flash backwards. Gets the kill onto the Ashe. It's Navi who called the lane swap. They put the Sion bot, they say let's go into the Vayne. And Navi dies on the lane swap. Nay. Oh my god. Oh my. Wukong tries to get the cancel. Doesn't get it. And Broken Blade's gonna get the base off. Didn't use too much. Wukong ult up. Wukong flash already. Didn't use much. It was just a WE. And Broken Blade should be back in time to catch the wave. What was that? That was Faker, bro. You gotta listen to Faker. Okay, so a little bit of bot contest. So as a Smolder expert myself, we're gonna see Essence Reaver, Black Cleaver, Shojin from Hansama with the Deathfire touch, and he will be a menace. He will be a menace, a force to be reckoned with. Probably has the flash up. If he wants to commit here, Caps, he can flash himself. Are they going to pull the trigger? Nay, they're not. They are not. Poby's just going to farm for free. This Cassiopeia champ, the priority on Cassio has been rising since this Deathfire touch got introduced into the game. So they're going for the 3-man play. Are they going to pop the Scion ult? They are not. They're just going to swap top and hit the tower with the grubs that they got earlier on. Nice macro here from Navi. Hans Mama's here to answer, but the Ashy... Good ult from the Scion there, but that just leaves Sam D. Pops the cleanse on the stun. The Q's out from the Scion to peel, to force Skewmon to go back, and Smolder pops the ult. Broken Blade looks for a little bit of damage, but it's Poby versus Caps in mid lane. Labrov misses. Caps sidesteps his own Seraphine ult, but he goes back in with the flash stun and manages to finish Poby off. James was there ready with the heal in case he needed it, but he didn't pop it. Poby, Poby, Poby. What are we doing? What are we doing? Because it must have been a Cassio flash forwards onto the NE. But he didn't get the kill. Triforce now for the Wukong at 12 minutes. Decent timing. Pretty strong. Skewmon also pretty strong with the Sundered Sky. Can we get a replay? Can we get a replay of that all in mid? Yeah? Yeah, okay. So you can see here, camera pans to mid. Camera pans to mid, and you can see on the left here, Poby's popped the ult, and he's going for the all-in. Has the flash, thinks the flash E will kill with the poison, but it's the shield from James, and it's the poison falling off that stops the bonus damage. Back to life we go. It's a dragon fight. Polymorph goes down onto James. James doesn't have the ult to look for the ult flash. Poby goes for the Q onto Caps, but it's going to miss. Caps gets the stun on the ground and manages to run away. And now Rilesh is getting a little bit of vision. Dragon start, maybe. Is Rilesh going to be a nice guy again and give Skewmon a dragon? Is he just going to give it to him? We will see. BB is ready. For some reason, we've left Smolder top lane, but he's farming into the Scion. 94 stacks, goes in with the E, pops the ultimate. Skewmon's going to get a polymorph on slash over the wall, but gets knocked up again, goes over the wall in the end. Broken Blade's now 1 versus 4, gets out in the face, doesn't have the flash, and he's going to go down here unless James can do some incredible peel, and it doesn't look like he can. Easy kill for the side of Navi. Shut down onto Rilesh, and that's going to be the Dwagon for Navi. They've got a team fight comp. They've got a team fight comp, so they're going to team fight. G2 have a scaling comp, so they're going to scale. So why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Sam D. Looking at Sam Ma. Looks like Sam Ma is a bit stronger at the moment. Don't forget, Smolder was solo top, getting stacks onto the Scion, but also getting solo EXP. A lot of resources being invested into Ans Mama here. Looking for the enemy blue buff here. Skewmon tosses the Spia. James with the Q. Face checking a little bit. Pops the vision down. Should be an easy blue buff for the side of E2. This is a lot of camps that Skewmon's getting. Are you sure you want to let this happen? Harus is fighting over a pink. He's going to get hit by the ult. Sama pops to the mum. Gets a bit of stacks. Sneezes on him. And that'll be that. The Seraphine ult's quite a long cooldown, isn't it? But he has got Mirror and Gem, so maybe it's a little bit lower. Herald's in 15 seconds and they've just blown a Seraphine ult for some stacks on Smoldy. Not sure how I feel about that one, James. Sama. Takes a bit of damage. Rilesh slaps him in the face with his stick. Blue buff on Sama to get the stacks a bit faster. I wonder if that's a strat from G2. Get those blue buff in. TP bot from Caps forces the Scion ult. They have no grubs. Does get the cannon. Ash Arrow's gonna miss on mid lane. I think James flashed away from it. You could see on the minimap the Ash Arrow was flying. And somebody's window might be getting taken out in the next 10 to 20 seconds. So they're full trading sides. G2 know that they have a gold lead, but they know that they also don't have Seraphine ult or any flash. So is it worth the fight? Really? No, they say. Let's cross map as they cross map and hit this tower. Will this tower die? Possibly. Main turn ult. He's gonna have to run away. Rolls forward with the ult. Broken Blade. Doing a bit of damage. Skewmon pops the E for the move. Gets a stun. Broken Blade. Cooking, marinating. Paris is here. Has the ult, has the heal. Pops the shield for now. Broken Blade gets slowed. And that will be it. Caps takes the reset. Poby takes the top tower. And the Herald was used mid. Oh my god, how many stacks do you get on Smolder Q from that? Does it work on those fucking voidling little rats? No way, no way it works on that. I refuse to believe it. It does work. Scheisse. 132 on the Schmoldy. 16 minutes in. Does anyone remember when Grubs got released and the Grubs gave you XP? Oh my god. Oh my god. That was some crazy shit. And Sama getting a bit of damage down on the mid tier 1. Gets the gold, flies away. I remember when there were 6 grubs. What is that it? You don't remember? In between games, we're going to be ripping open this fatty fucking box. W Riot. Hey, throws Tibbers. Oh, Bibi flashes in front of the Cyanal. That's going to be a kill for him. 2-1 now on the Vayne. And you can see G2's style. Caps or BB will always lose a wave because they will 2-man a lane, while Navi are 1-manning a lane. This puts them ahead on the push. So you can see while bot tower has 3 plates, top tower is dead. And so they keep rinse and repeating this, even into a full tank Sion, and it's netting them gold leads. It's netting them gold leads. Now they're going to go for tier 2. They see Navi's jungle mid on bot lane. They see that their AD carry was mid, so no one can be top. No respawn yet on the Sion. So BB's going to get more plates. And they'll always be ahead of the curve. They're going to get the base off now, though. Even without grubs, they're ahead. Can you believe it? I do not believe it. Now Caps can safely catch bot, and maybe they can start playing around mid lane. Pantheon ult is up soon. Dragon is up in 50 seconds. Skewmon finds a Lulu who's not looking at his screen and does half his HP with 2 spells. Love to see it. And 40 seconds on the Dragon fight. Paris can heal up a little bit with his refillable pot. Arrow thrown for fun. No, it's not, because Relash is here. Is he going to spin? Yes, he does. And James goes down. No flash on Seraphine. Gets taken out. 20 seconds on the respawn. 26 seconds on the Drake. 2 ultimates used to get that kill. Is it going to be worth for Navi? Is it going to be worth for Navi? I just had a game like this and I flamed my support for not going Michael's first item. Is Labrov regretting it? Not sure. Handsome has cleansed though. Poby puts the W down. I think by the positioning on the map from Navi, they are giving this. What the fuck did Skewmon just do? He ulted in, got the Lulu flash, Cap flashes forwards, full combos on Samdi, doesn't manage to kill him, just survives, but he gets the Lulu flash. And Sion is hitting top tower. Someone's gonna have to defend that. Where's Broken Blade? Running up to the top side right now. Sion, pick a tank and split push. I've seen that before. But the cannons, Caedrel. Yes, I know, you fucking... Lovely, lovely, lovely gamer. 1k down now is Navi. 1k. They were 2.5k down. They've closed a 1.5 thousand worth of golds. Anyone who types Z in chat is low elo. It's a self-report. Hansama 173 on the stacks at 19 minutes. Seraphine ult comes out. Mikhail's used by Pyrrhus. No flash on the Lulu. Skewmon could have committed, but he knew the Sion could be there, and the Sion ult was buffered to try and stop the Pantheon W, so he's going to cancel it as Broken Blade continues to push the top lane. And G2 are going to back away, knowing that Navi are 5-man on the bot side. Is it really worth to fight over this Grump? Cap says yes, he tibbers the Grump. That's how badly he wants it. Relash spinning on top of Caps. W's backwards. Poby flashes. Caps go down. He had no flash from earlier. G2 taking a fight that they had no business taking. And Skewmon's gonna die too. Paris gets slowed. Bit of damage. Root comes out. BB trying to get some damage down, but he can't get in range. Relash and Paris. 2 criminals running around the map right now with 1 HP. And that'll be that. If I'm Broken Blade right now, I'm question mark pinging my teammates. Why are we fighting? I'm pushing top. I'm playing Vayne. Why are we fighting? You got the replay ready? You got... Yep, we've got the replay ready. Let's transition to the replay. So it's quite strange here. From the side of G2, Broken Blade's pushing top for free. And they want to fight the Grump. I think Skewmon wants to give it here. But if we could just pause, Caps is going to walk up. And he's going to tibbers the Grump. Now, I know you want that Grump badly. Obviously, he just missed the Wukong. And he has no flash. So, you have to question the decision-making here from G2 as they ult onto mid. And nothing comes of it. They're 4v5. They know they're all bot. They saw the Sion. They got to get out. They got to get out. They got to just clear the waves, wait for BB to push top, wait for the Scion to base and catch top. And it looks like the Pantheon ult did get the Ashy flash. That's not bad. Ashy, no flash. But if you look at the gold now, G2, we're 2.5k up. Navi are 700 gold up. That is a 3,200 gold throw from the side of G2. And I would say Navi's comp scales in teamfights really well. I would say that. Scion can get a lot of bot push here. Don't forget, when you press tab, if I'm G2, the enemy team has Scion, and I do not. That makes me slightly upset. But Smolder is scaling. The game is going to be in Hansama's hands. Labrov James might face check Relash here. Gets Q, E'd, ulted. Is he going to pop the flash? W. Could flash to match there, Relash, but he decides not to. Labrov James gets away for now. As the team in G2. Can we get a little bit of their comms? Can we get some of their comms, producer? Can we listen on G2?
Guys, stop fucking hinting. I just need 225 stacks. Please, just wait.
Okay, we got to listen to Hansama there for a second. So, Hansama just wants to scale, according to the G2 voice comms. 210 stacks, only needs 15 more. And, yeah, it looks like G2 are taking it a bit easy now. They're not pushing past the river mark. They're putting down defensive vision. Hang on a second, are they stepping up here a little bit? Just a little ward, not too deep. Not too deep. BB walking up. You wanna check the what? You wanna check the KC game? Yeah, we can do that. Give me 1 sec though. 2 to 3 in kills, 1k goldie for MKOI, 2 Drakes to MKOI as well. They're playing melee support against range support, and they just took bot tier 1 in 14 minutes, 27 seconds. We'll get back to the KC game very soon. We'll get back to the KC very soon. Because the dragon's in 35 seconds. And I'm not talking about the ocean one. I'm talking about the Smoldy. Boom. 227 stacks. 228 now. Hansama says, we can fight. Trust me. We can fight. Scatter shot from Sam D. No Michaels from James. No flash on James. Caps TP's in. He needs some cover here because that's a greedy TP. Doesn't land the Q. Bit of damage from Hansama. Ult away from the Scion to escape the damage. Doesn't want to have to base yet, but he could base TP for the shield, or at least TP to this ward for the shield regardless. Caps walking up. Level 15. Sam D with a W. Gets a little bit of poke down onto G2. E from Relash. R's onto the Pantheon. Looks for Sama. Doesn't go for the spin, so that's the ult down. Sam D's on the left, 1v1ing the Vayne. He's gonna die as well. He has no flash, he can't get over the wall. Smolder ult across the top of Navi. Seraphine ult lands onto the backline too. Mikhail's used to get him out the stun, so that turns the stun onto Caps with the Cassie ult. He goes down. Sion's gonna fall into his passive. Poby, no summoners, falls, and Broken Blade can just chase onto Paris, get his flash here. Maybe, I'm not sure if he can get the full kill. But you have to also just kind of question Vasfa and Scheisse engage his Destin, because that doesn't make sense what Relash did. I don't get it. The turret's gonna kill him. The Drake's gonna go over to G2. And if we could just get a quick replay, observers. Why are you engaging on the Pantheon? Let them come into you more. Then he W's onto the Smolder thinking, maybe I should ult here. Then he decides not to ult. And then he runs away. And now Sam D's been baited. And Broken Blade in stealth finds his target. Goes onto Sam D, no flash. Solo bolos him on the right. Flashes the Scion Q. Tries to kite them out, and it's here where the fight could turn for Navi. Seraphine ult over the top, lands onto Poby, Caps thinks, I'll follow up on that. But Paris with the clutch Mikhails, ult onto Caps as he tries to turn. Almost helped them win the fight. But it wasn't enough without the Ashe. It wasn't enough. G2 have a lot of damage. They have a lot of damage. 6 to 7 in kills. 6 to 7. And Hansama is getting close to his Spear of Shojin. Smolder, a.k.a. the most OP champ in the game by 400 miles. The most absolute busted shit I've ever seen in my life. Arrow used. James uses the mouse. Drops the sidestep. Skewmond in a bush. I wonder if Navi are thinking of a Baron Forsen. Or Relash was going to go over the wall there, but Skewmon spots him. Relash goes on to him with the E, but the E from Skewmon stops all the damage. Q is going to connect. I mean, I think James can go for a clutch R flash at any moment he feels is right. They all have flashes up, but I've seen some crazy Seraphine R flashes. I haven't heard Seraphine sing in a while. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Alright, 3 minutes on the Drake. It's Soul for G2. If they get the Dragon. IE picked up for Sam D. How do casters cast Navi versus G2? You have Sam D and Sama. Like, what the fuck is that? Can Sam D just, like, rename to, like, fucking Tim? I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it. The casters pop off with it. Sam D. Sam D. Sama. Sama. Sam D. Okay, got it. It's locked. If I was a pro, I'd name myself Caedrel. I wouldn't. That's a shit name. I'd call myself Sparky. Alright, mid-wave contest. Broken Blade saying to his teammates, guys, don't fight. I'm catching bot wave. Please don't get engaged on. As they possibly get engaged on. Mainter running up the river. He could pop the Scion ult here and look for an angle. On to E2. James' flash, is it up or not? It is up. It is up. There's no dragon for 2 minutes 30 seconds. We are fighting over air. Skewmon throws the Q. Doesn't manage to land on anyone. Bit of vision being taken. Caps is going to base him by the Crypt Bloom. Game is really winnable here for Navi. If Sam D can get a little bit of uptime and Sama can't really finish anyone off, then we have a problem. Hello? Sorry, minor internet issue. There are rats in the studio chewing the cables live. Now they found the screens. Okay, we're good. Okay. Sama, almost 300 strikes right now. Oh my god, the arrow's flying across the map and it's gonna miss. Rolls forwards. 2 plates from the crystal. Are they gonna dive the Scion? Caps gets a bit of damage down. BB puts a bit of damage back. And looks like they're just gonna click away here. G2. 1 minute on the Dragon. Baron doesn't exist this game. Caps is gonna find Mainter. Poby's in the lane as well though. And we're all just gonna fight over Dragon Vision, which I think should be pretty simple for G2. They got a lot of deep vision bot side. They could base on Pantheon and pick up a GA, and they could base on Vayne and pick up a Storm Razor right now, if they have the gold for it. Because now is the time. Is Navi gonna trade the Zol for the Baron? Because Ocean Zol, it's not Giga GG, but it's kind of hard. But Baron would help them a lot to get standing gold and stall till Elder. So that's the call. Fuck the Soul, they say. We will do Baron, as they're gonna start it up. Will be a lot of damage here. They have Ashy and Cassio. Does G2 respond? Where's the blue orb from G2? It looks like it's on cooldown. They're gonna have to face check here. As Skewmon walks up, he's gonna take a Scion Q to the face. He's gonna ping the bush. He's gonna think it's still. 4k HP on the Baron. And that Baron is dead. Free Nash to Navi. Bot tier 2 dies for G2. 3 seconds on the Dragon now. Does Navi take the fight bot? They could have pushed top here and played for some lanes, played some gold. But they chose not to because they have the Ash E up. BB's going to TP back with the Storm Razor. No GA on Skewmon. Is he going to land the Q? No. Caps is going to stun him. Bit of damage onto Mainter here. His Relash is on the right-hand side. Arrow's going to miss. And BB's going to get chased down a little bit. Blast cones into the pit. Seraphine ult use onto Wukong. Question mark ping from Hansama. On to Labrov James. Caps is fighting up against the Scion. In goes Relash onto Hands, but it's going to be Skewmon that secures it. So that's Soul for G2, and they're kiting backwards here. Flash forwards from Pope. We try and get a bit of damage into the back line, but it looks like they're going to get away. And Relash is going to try and spin and chase down onto G2, but it's not enough. Mikhails comes onto Poby. Still doing a bit of damage though. Mainter's in the front line. Caps is going to get knocked up. They can't commit. It's too much of a wall in the way. There's a Tibbers, there's everything. And it's only 1-for-1, but G2 are happy with the Dragon. It would be nice for G2 to kind of chase here though and get these Baron buffs off. The Krabby Patty will give them a lot of vision. Recall's coming out from the side of Navi. He's going to get them all out, but for some reason, my Lulu didn't press B. We'll be okay, though. Should escape. And I'm just waiting on producers to see if we can get a replay of that fight. So the fight starts off with James ulting onto the Wukong with Seraphine ult. Then goes Rilesh into the backline. Boom, flashes over the wall, straight onto the Smolder. But it's Skewmont, cool and collected. Q smites the Drake, easy secure. Stun onto the Seraphine. I think that might have been the Ash Arrow, the Cassio ult flash from Poby to chase down James. Doesn't manage to get the kill. BB's in the backline, 1v3. Gets a bit of damage down onto Sam B. But I think he fails his flash. He flashes to the left. Can't really get over the wall from that angle. But yeah, he dies. Poby gets Mikhail's, which saves him. And yeah, it's basically 1-for-1 at this point because Rilesh has committed everything to try and chase him down. And they kind of call the fight off here. Navi can't really chase past his Tibbers. And G2 can't really chase this Sion, who actually just fucking full send flashes over this wall to make sure that he's in range to help his team. Big respect to the Sion players there. So it's Soul for G2. It's Baron for Navi. It's a plus 800 gold Baron, 900 gold Baron, which is not bad. But the Soul is forever. BB's looking for a pick onto main though. Now an experienced Sion will ult forwards here. But it looks like he needs a few more games. Ooh, I like this though. Instantly TP bot. That's exactly what the Sion would do in this situation. As he goes to the other side. Because if one person is top, that means one person can't be bot, right? Kind of correct. Caps can't clear this. Boom, look at the 3 cannon minions that he's buffing up. Getting so much gold on that tower. And I think this game is going to come down to an Elder fight. That's exactly what it's going to be. I like my games clean, simple, and a messy late game. And that's what we're about to get here. A messy fucking late game. Absolute mayhem inbound. As we check in on the Koi vs KC game. 5k gold lead for KC. Up in this game 1, they were down 2k early, down 2 Drakes. But it looks like from the side of KC with the Galio into Rumble Rise and the Baron, they will win this game as Alvaro's maybe thinking of an engage here onto Yehu with the Q flash. But it looks like he's gonna back away. Pings from G2. Blast Cone from Rilesh. He wants the Krabby Patty. Jungle Brain. Is it going to get him killed? Yes or no? No flash in the river. Poby's moving down. TP from Caps on the mid tier 2. They really want this Krabby. They're going to get it. Are they going to turn on Skewmont here? Pops the Q. Doesn't pop the E. No one's committing. Arrow comes across. Mikhail's is ready, but not used. And it's kind of hard for both teams to just kind of walk in. But Hansama, 360 stacks. 360. People used to make a joke when I was younger. I said I played Xbox 360. They said, yeah, it's so bad that you do a 360 and walk away. I said, yeah, but that means you're in the same place, idiot. But for some reason, they felt like they got me. I don't know why. PS4 frogs or PS3 frogs. G2 making a pick onto Paris, maybe. Flashes away and ults himself. Rilesh walks in, gets stunned. The double root from the Seraphine's not going to connect. The Sion ult's going to hit BB right into the face, but it's the Seraphine ult across the left. It's going to land on the Poby. The Mikhail's is going to come out, but Sam B's already too low HP. Maintain's just going to get bursted down from Hansama and Broken Blade. And that's just going to be a winning fight for G2. Huge tibbers from Caps to zone away the AD and the mid of Navi. And yeah, that's going to be GG. I think the carries of Navi are way too split from the front line. You got Wukong and Sion fighting on one side. You got Ashe and Cassiopeia fighting on the other. And we get replay that quickly. It's the carries up here. Why are the carries here and the front lines here and the supports here? It's terrible. Cap sees it and he just sends it here. Flash, W, Tibbers, Seraphine, both carries are just full chopped in this fight. Can't win. Broken Blade chases down Parus. And yeah, it's an easy win for G2. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but I think their team fights were pretty good. Caps is locked in on these fights. A little bit of silly mistakes like the fight in bot where they should have just kind of backed away. But regardless, G2 will take game 1 in this best of 3 as a rat emote is flashed. Okay, Rumble first pick for G2. That's kind of strange. Not gonna lie. I didn't expect that. I did not expect a Rumble first pick from the side of G2. Into the draft we go. The Lucian Melio. What are they gonna match it with? The Senna Note? Oh my god, it's a G2 classic. They go for the Senna lane. They're gonna pivot off the Melio and go for the Broom. I like that pivot. They're not going to pivot off it. I do like the pivot, though. Lucian Broom. It's quite good. Nautilus here kind of cooks the Melio, but there is frontline. There is frontline. I think Senna Stacks went to bed. Thank fuck for that. Otherwise, I'd have to read the chat with Senna Stacks in it, with Senna picked, and that would probably be one of the worst experiences of my life. Alright. The one time Senna's picked, bro went to sleep. Good job, team. We got him. Is this the first game? Nope, this is the second game. G2 are currently up 1-2-0. Alright, bot lane top picked from both sides. Need to put a lot of focus here on jungle. The Viban makes sense when you're playing Lucian. Is there a Nocturne angle here for G2? I saw Scumon's Lee Sin already. I don't need to see it again. So Nocturne might be the pivot here for G2. What's the last ban from Navi, though? They could ban the Nocturne on 5. They need to think about what jungler they're taking on 4 then. It's Rilesh. Is it an Aatrox? Is it an Ambessa? Hopefully not. That champ's dog shit. Is it a Zahini? Victor Ban's gonna come out from the side of G2. Don't forget, with this Rumble, they could play some kind of Yone. So they need to be careful to not blind Azir here. Very high prio for Poby. If you're playing Ornn, it's quite tempting to play Azir. Let's see their next ban. If it's Nocturne, they're dropping till 5, and they have Azir on 5. I think G2 should ban the Azir last, and there should be a Nocturne ban here. There's a Nocturne ban. Is the Azir ban gonna come out? You're blinding mid. If you don't ban the Azir here, that means you're blinding something like the Akali or the Yone yourself. But Aurora's in, so do you really want to blind one of those two champs? Because you will get counterpicked. Now, for jungle prio, Xin Zhao's where it's at. However, Trundle value for G2 is through the roof if they blind the Xin Zhao on 4. So, there's a world where they just blind Zahin, or the Aatrox, or the Nefiri. Really gonna go for the Nefiri. Now, Poppy values, I don't blind the Azir, I just told you. What did I say? What did I say? If you do that, you're gonna walk into Yone and maybe a Maokai if Scumon's feeling it. Yone Maokai kind of cooks. It's Melio, I know, but it's a lot of damage. They're gonna go for the Rise because of the Nivea ban and Cassio's out. Now, the Annie's out too. This could be a world where G2 take the Azir themselves. Now, blinding Trundle here is kind of troll. It's really good against the Ornn, though. So I think maybe it's not time for Yasuo Diana, I don't think. But I'm here for it. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. They're hovering Yasuo Diana. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe it's going to happen on the drop, though. The Talia makes sense. What can they pair with the Talia? The Xin Zhao blind here. I don't know if I like it, Scumond. You're going to have to find something else. Maybe take the Nefiri yourself. Thoughts and feelings. Not that much Poppy value. Not that much Poppy value. I think Nefiri's got to be the safest. A lot of jungle is taken out here. He's blinding the Trundle. I think that's a mistake. It makes sense with the comp that they're against. But Trundle can get countered pretty hard. If Rilesh is a good Lee Sin, annoying. If Rilesh is a good Kindred, doubt it. Kha'Zix, doubt it. Nefiri, not bad actually. I would go Nefiri on 5 here. Probably the play, right? Nautilus is pretty annoying to play against Nefiri with the dogs. The only thing is the Talia E. He could go for the Ambessa or some shit, but I think it's troll. I prefer Navi's comp, personally. I like the Ornn Lucian Melio. I like it. I fuck with it. It's my kind of jam. However, I then look at the nameplates, and that's where I might change my mind. Knock up onto Bibi. Does he have the W or not? Doesn't have the W. Looks like it's on cooldown. Can you explain why Mundo into Sion is so bad? It's not bad. It's a good matchup. But I just think he's playing Mundo versus what? Is he playing Mundo against fucking Ezreal, Nefiri, Anivia? It's just cringe. Ghost pop from Popester. Looking for the solo kill onto Caps. I think this is a kill here if he times it very well with the W. Boom, flash auto. Is it a 1-for-1 back though? The minion trying to get the damage down. Poby decided to tank another hit because he knows he's out crispy clean from the Rise. Now, what he did there, production, if we could get a replay really quick of that play, because what he did was quite smart. He actually pushed the wave and wrapped into the bot side of the map, thinking that the Popester had based. He faked him out and didn't actually base. He uses the W for the slow to ensure that he can keep the auto attacks and the E's and the Deathfire touch on. Flash to finish, gets out. The greatest of some time is great once again, as the bot crab contest comes in. Labrov puts a shield. Bit of damage from Rilesh. He's going to get double crabbed here, so he's going to say, he's going top crab. Dive bot now. Flash away from James. Do they know that the Trundle's backtracked here? Because the Trundle's running bot. He's on a ward. Rilesh is going to get hooked for some reason. Throws out the Q. Sam D got tower aggro for some reason. And now they're looking onto Hans Amma. Does still have access to that W if he wants to use it, but he is on the wrong side of the map. And he is going to die. Is he going to get the kill to Caps? Because that's a blue buff ready. Caps wants to go back to the minion wave. Flash Q auto. He's going to finish the kill. Scumon's scared that if that Nefiri runs to the wall and he flashes over the wall and flips, he might get away, as Poby's now trying to make a play of his own as he's running towards the top side of the map onto Broken Blade. Is Main going to be able to land the knock-up? Looks like no. Looks like maybe. Looks like no, as Poby runs back mid. What was the flash for? Well, our production will show here. If the Nefiri runs around here and manages to get to this wall and flash, she's outie. So he has to flash slow him now. Because as she flashes, her E might... Oh, whoa! Fighting in the top lane. As Broken Blade gets flipped. Chat, do you ever suck on strawberries? Is that a good idea? Rilesh is trying to invade the Grump. Does he know that the Trundle's on Grump? Observers, if we could look at the jungle here as Rilesh walks in. No spine on Skumon. Yoinks the Grumpy. Could W here and backflip over the wall. Stands his ground and fights. Flips back in. Oh, flash in the bush to drop fucking Vision aggro and kills him with the auto attack. BB could flash the wall here and kill his ass. And it looks like he will. But Rilesh, on the auto attack windup from the Trundle, is just going to flash into the bush. Oh my, that was kind of clutch, by the way. That was kind of clutch, that flash. That was kind of clutch. He's got the W down, so his attack speed's higher, and he also has the attack speed rune, so his attack will come out soon. He's just winding it up. Close play from Rilesh, but he gets the kill. He gets the Grump. Hook misses, hits the wall. James takes a bit of damage. Has to heal. Auto attack CS equals let's replay. Lule. Why use it? Okay, shut. Okay, James misses the hook again. James misses the hook again. Why are we talking about DK? Don't worry about DK. Don't worry about DK. Why don't you upload the DK game from yesterday? Bro, they played against DNS and fucking pissed on them. It's a useless video. Everyone knows they would beat DNS. There's no way in hell, if you ever saw a titled thumbnail DK versus DNS, that you think that DNS won. It's a spoiler in itself already. Now, James might be face-checking here. No flash on the Nautilus. Hooks the wall. Does manage to land it, but the ult from the Fury is buffered. W to avoid the root. Does tank it on the E buffer, so he gets an extra little bit of damage out. Squeezed. And, yeah, another kill for Navi. 4-3 on the scoreboard. Broken Blade has the gold lead because he has first strike and a kill. Other than that, I think Navi is pretty happy as they look to secure an easy dragon. And Skumon can only merely trade for a red buff. We need it for DK propaganda. No, that's not even propaganda. I never realized that either. What the fuck? There's percentages to tell you how close they are to finishing their quest. What the fuck? Now, if you're on mobile, you probably are squinting your eyes. You ain't reading that on mobile, buddy. Don't even try it. James walking up. Smite from Skumon gets the Krabby. Hooks the wall to run away. QEQ pushes the wave. Is G2 going to have damage this game? I'm not sure. But I think that often when I see a Zena. What's your prediction with HLE DK tomorrow? I mean, DK will 2-0 them. There's not a single doubt in my mind that they'll have them. And then, finally, and for fucks finally, once they do 2 of them, people will put some fucking respect on the name DK. They will put some fucking respect on it. Chat, will you respect DK if they beat HLE 2-0? Yes or no? Yes, you will. You're lying to yourself now, buddy. Hansama DC'd there for a second, or what? He just missed the minion. As Nefiri is gonna get the grubs easily. And Poby gets the slow. E pops the Q. Bit of damage. Hook's gonna land on the Paris. Could pop the ult here if he needs to. Doesn't decide to do so. Has the heal as well. And it's gonna actually allow Sam D to dash forward and get the full culling onto Lebrof's face. He's gonna have to flash. Nice movement from Sam D. As the Q goes across, heal used from Paris to try and dodge the Senna ult, but it's still gonna hit. Sam is cooking Sam D a little bit as he... Oh my god. Ease forwards, baits the hook, flashes it. Hansama tries to do the same to Parus, but he doesn't die. Sam D gets the auto attacks off. That's a tower shot that's going to land on his head. Sam D with the confidence. Sama with the confidence too, but not the damage to back it up. He dashes forwards here. Dashes forwards and he flashes the hook, knowing that the hook will hit the tower. Completely baits his ass. Now Relash is fighting top as Maintor might get the dove. He pops the E, but he doesn't get the knockup, and a lot of damage is going to come out with the Trundle Wolf as well. And that's going to be a kill over to Skewmont. Easy does it. How many Senna stacks? It says it on the left above my head, right there. Relash wants the patty, the Krabby Patty secret formula. Is James going to give it to him? Yes or no? Caps has no TP. Hook's gonna land. TP comes in behind from Broken Blade. Nautilus ult used. It's gonna land onto Relash. Hansama gets the W. Insta-proc because he killed the dog. Flash away. Can Sama finish him off? Looks like Broken Blade will do so. Good TP in from the Rumble. And it's a 1k gold lead for the side of E2. It's a bit early on though, and there's no objective. How much percent on the 80 carry quest? It's currently 82 to 85%. Yo, this Senna is kinda scaling. Did he just fucking miss the wave with his Rumble ult? I mean, it kinda hit the wave. We are happy gaming a little bit here. We are happy gaming. I missed draft. Did Navi pick Ornn for emotional damage against G2? No, they picked against Rumble, which is a good pick, I think. And I think Navi might be in a good spot this game. Getting damage onto Skewmon, no flash, but I don't know if they have the ZZ to chase him here. So they invest their damage into nothing, including the Nefiri ult. Skewmon had the ult back though. There's 2 games going on at the same time. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. If you see this, type XGG. No. You're gonna catch me typing nothing. Wow, Navi really want this Drake. It will put them at 2 Drakes. But G2 ain't gonna give it too easy. Maintor has TP. Broken Blade does not. That's why Navi wants the posture to fight. But I don't think Maintor can TP without losing his whole tower. BB's gonna move down the river. Hook's gonna come out. Relash W used very early here, so they're gonna Nautilus ult him and look for the Talia combo. His Captain range, he flashes for it. Manages to land the combo, Senna ult's gonna come across. Relash doesn't have the flash, so he can't escape. Hope's gonna ult him with the Realm Ops. He's gonna get rooted by Labrov James. Skuma doesn't have the ult, he doesn't have the resistance, he's gonna get rooted onto the Lucian. Flash away from the Ornn ult into the Dragon Pit from James. Not sure how he's gonna get out here, but BB's here to save the day. W knocked, interrupts the Ornn E. BB's trying to get the damage down with the Rumble ult, but it's not really landing onto anyone but the Flame Spitter is. Hansama kills Lucian, who dashes forwards onto him. Poby dies as Cap snipes him off. Maintor's gonna get flipped backwards with no flash. Hook from James. I guess the Nautilus flash did just bait them all towards the pit and allow BB to open up with tons of damage. And Hansama flanking from the bot side. If we could get a replay of that one, So the fight continues. This is after the Neferi dies. The wall splits them off, and BB thinks this is my moment. He pops the ult, and then he walks in with the overheat Q. He gets a lot of damage down, to be fair, and he's kind of sandwiching here. But I'm wondering why Sam D is not flashing the wall, because instead he just dashes to the right into Hansama and dies. He's got the root ticking on him. He's gone. Poby's getting burnt by the ult. He can't really run away. I think the Talia Rumble ult combo actually kind of cooked Navi there, because they got baited into group up to chase the Nautilus. Split the screen. There's a reason you have 2 eyeballs. Bro, keep fucking... The Senna is fucking broken right now, or is it just me? Maybe Senna is busted. Is this the Scrim Senna we were promised? Every time it's on stage, it looks fucking useless. Take the crab from him. I would have yoinked that shit on the spot if I was Senna. Looks like they're gonna go for a top dive against the Rumble, but that's a Rumble who can just ult the wave. So instead they're gonna turn their eyes to the Herald, but they're not even gonna start the Herald, or are they? Relish is gonna start it up. There's a ward around the pit though, so they know this is happening. Hooks the wall, gets kicked backwards, James. Poby trying to do the Herald. He has no Realm Warp yet. Ornald's gonna come out. James no flash. Is it gonna land on the Hansama? Oh, the pillar made it so he couldn't even throw the fucking R2 out. So the engage doesn't even force Hansama's flash. Great pillar from the Trundle. Q to the wave. Onto Sam D. 46 stacks. Relish over the wall. Q slow. Q1 hitting him. Hook onto the dog. Root doesn't connect from the Naut passive. Hansama Demdi doesn't have culling here. He could have culled them if he had it up. Senna is abusing the Deathfire Touch Cleaver interaction like Smolder. They're both pretty OP. For real? So if you go Deathfire Touch Cleaver, you're just busted or what? Why? Does it burn the stacks faster or what? I'm gonna... Nice ult out from Caps. Gets away quickly. So we're trading sides here. BB's gonna get gold, but so is the bot side for Navi, but I don't even know if they're gonna get gold. Hook goes wide. Clear the wave. And Caps can base TP back if he wants with full mana. While top tower is dying. G2 macro G2 master masterclass. Took the whole wave from his top laner with the Herald. I would probably ult F4 right there, but good mental from BB. And the whole tier 2 is dead on my screen. Don't know about yours, chat, but that's a whole tier 2 dead. And let's check what Navi got on the cross map. Nothing. Okay, so that's pretty bad, I'm gonna say. That's pretty bad. James, talk to me. Wants that pink so badly. James, don't do it. Lebrov. Don't do it. Bum bum bum.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Oh my god, we're sending on to Hansama with the flash, the R, the everything. The Melio ult, is it going to be enough to save him? No, it's not. So everything just got rained on top of his head there, Sam D. And yeah, easy kill for the side of G2 and a tier 1 mid. Ornn is split pushing, so that's not really going to do much. Did I say Sam A? Yeah, I meant Sam D. It's just a blasting session. I wonder what Navi is going to look like in LEC playoffs. I wonder what they will look like. Oh my god, strawberries are so sweet. Pierce the sky and punch the stars. Arnold comes out. TV flashes. Nefarial connects. Is there a Baron angle here for Navi? They're 4k down. Could they force a Baron? Looks like no. Poby uses flash there as well. G2 get a Drake. James is way too far up. Maintor just flashed for no reason. Khalil's coming out. Nautilus ult proccing onto Sam D. In comes Caps with the E. Sam D can't dash, doesn't have flash, but he doesn't manage to dodge the shove. Root's gonna go on to Parus. Flash away from him. He's gonna chase by Skumon with the flash. Sam D's still alive somehow. Flip forwards from Relish. Is he gonna finish off Caps? Yes, he is, but I think Sam D just dashed into a fucking rock and died. Sorry, my mouth's full of strawberry. Why the fuck are they fighting there? Poby's not even here. And looks like they're gonna back away. Relish is gonna get caught on the other game. Caps has the E, the pillar, everything's down. He cannot move. And I think they can just click Baron here, G2. Yeah, why is saying 6-7? Oh, on Xena stacks, we're so stupid. There's nothing they can do here, I think, Navi, unless they somehow cook G2's backline. There's no flash on Cap. Oh my god, he pillared the Arnold again. Poby's fighting Broken Blade in hands, but he's just gonna die. It's gonna be a free Baron for the side of G2. As, yeah. This game is looking all but done as they're gonna base now. Siege into bot tier 3. Hansama on 83 stacks, 3 item Senna. The shove doesn't land on the Nefiri. The Talia Q across the wall. Poby's gonna take a bit of damage. Inhibitors free. Arnold. Didn't pitter it. Oh, nice hook buffer from James onto Poby. Rumble splits the fight. Not optimal, but James goes down. Hansama no mana. Ryzel to chase. What? Where's Poby? Presence of mind. Senna has mana. I think Poby ulted there, but there was a pillar, so he couldn't run out of his own ult, so he just died. Shove onto Hansam D. Stunned by the dash. Hansama has enough mana on Senna here if they want to just clear out the wave. Looks like they're going to back it up and go for the dragon. I'm going to need some investigation on the Rise there. Because that looked like Sparky 12 on Rise. Siege from G2 onto the tower. Flick doesn't land onto Maintor. And they're going to push top here, G2. Poby's basing. 2 minutes on the Baron. It looks like, possibly, by the way this is going, we might get G2 vs KC EWC BO5 on Friday or Saturday. And then G2 vs KC LEC Playoffs Round 1 BO5 on Friday next week. In 7 days, we will get 2 G2 KC BO5s. Flip hits onto Relash, doesn't W it. Rumble ult across the top, does W in the end, but he's going to get Nautilus ulted now and he can't really get out of that. Culling to try and peel. Tower in front of him, so he cannot get hit by the hook. And I think G2 can just kind of run it down. They're so broken. Poby's on the left here. You can clear top wave in base. Double inhibit Taf for the side of G2. Courageous Gator Guard. Broken Blade's TPing to the minion to get the shield, so they're calling for the end. He can frontline a little bit here. There's 2 waves coming in from mid and bot to try and play for this end. But they're going to have to find a way to hit the towers, because Caps just took Arf's HP for no reason. And Sama has a lot of stacks right next to him. He's going to queue through and get them. All of those waves are going to be crashing. And the Nexus tower is... There's only one left. Poby's going to get engaged on. He has flash. He flashed forwards into all of them to try and get the EQ off with the actualizer, I think, and get a lot of burst down. And Hansama is going to die. Combo flick onto the Relash, onto the main turret. They're dead. Hook from Lebrov onto Sam D. Easy kill. I mean, Poby flashed to try and get loads of damage down. Pyrus is going to get flipped. Dodges it, has flash, flashes it, James hooks the wall, ults him, Nautilus disco combo, and Caps will finish him off. Or will he? Pyros lives, the KDA saved. G2 are going to win the series 2-0 and move on to the next round, where they will face the winner of KC vs Koi, as G2 are trolling a little bit, but that shouldn't stop them from ending the game. Rat icon is from Caps, today I learned.